extent, but so much of your composition from Mad Lions wants to dive in. So I feel like the Cog is has a different goal to what everything around it wants to do.
What I love about it is imagine picking Cog when Worlds' position is on the line. If Mad Lions win this, they make it to Worlds as the first team anywhere to qualify.
But Cogmore makes that a lot harder because his wave clear is actually just so obnoxious.
And he's also really good at delaying backs as soon as he gets level 6. But we'll see if Inspired possibly cheeses him level 2.
He is very low mobility. Cogmore, if he oversteps, I mean, it's a perfect pillar position here. And you can see Inspired with the early flash for the red buff. Humanoid flashes away and still dies. First blood Rogue.
And already going according to plan for Larson. Now the other lane that I want, and they're in meta. And that's also why we've seen the rise of Rogues so prolifically.
The difficult word to say.
Oh, I was so close.
Cross. It's all been great so far as Inspired catches the wave here in the top lane. TP going to be burnt by Larson to get here. Of course, Humanoid cannot match. He's already used a TP of his own. There's only one minion staying here, but Arome just locked up underneath the tower. Inspired gets his first kill of the game, and it is Rogue who are striking first here against Mad Lions.
I like all pillar. Gangplank ultimate. You also have the Braum ultimate. So when Mad's comp tries to come into them, it becomes very difficult to actually close the gap. And then Azir and Aphelios is like, woohoo, we're chilling, we're having a great time. Whereas if they have to then force their engage onto an objective, they've only really got the Gangplank ultimate to use to actually close that gap.
Kaiser with the quickness goes straight on in. Larson is done for. Vander trying to jump in with the Unbreakable, but can't do too much. That was actually perfectly timed by Kaiser. Kaiser was level 5 when he was sitting in that bush, tinged 6, and then went straight in with the quickness.
As Vedius is talking about, you know, who's first to the punch? Who gets there to the objective? Who's first to the play? That time around, it was Mad Lions who were first to the play. They pulled the trigger on the faster rotation, something that, again, Rogue usually beat teams to the punch to, but have consistently fallen down to the top teams. But Rogue trying to mount a counter.
Kazi still has the Feather Storm's going to pop it down, doesn't quite get the root off. Vander forced back towards the bottom side of this. The Stormbringer coming out from Shadow. He might fall. The Subjugate's going to take him down, and Hans Summer secures the kill. And this makes it really difficult for Mad Lions to take this Rift Herald because Finn is coming down. It's a 4v3 in favor of Rogue, and they may have the positioning on this objective that they
focus on making sure that Hans Summer, Larson, Finn get their farm, get their core itemization. Whereas Mad right now is like, oh, we got to make sure we're in position to challenge Rogue at these objectives.
I think the key mistake, because I don't disagree with you, was just that Carzzy rotated down. I think if Carzzy had stayed to pick up the farm up into the top lane, that it actually would have been a fine play for Mad.
Oh, here comes GP.
TP from Gangplank, or excuse me, Cho'Gath.
Mad Lions and Rogue have been fighting over this for the last couple of minutes. Inspired's going to step forward, pops the Subjugate down, the pillar goes out as well. Kaiser trying to jump in, that Rift Herald has already been secured. Arome feasts it down, Kazi pops a Feather Storm, has to flash away, lands a double root, but here is Gangplank, and the Sultan swings his scimitar through Kazi. Hans Summer also kills Shadow on the backline. Shadow sacrificed himself to make sure he could get that Rift Herald.
And it's Rogue that come out ahead in kills, but Mad get the objective that they have been fighting.
Europe has 4 seeds to Worlds. That would be why it guarantees you the spot.
I'll add a tiny clarification, Frosk, if that's okay. You have to be first seed in the upper brackets to be guaranteed a spot, which is why first place is where you must end up.
So what's happening right now is we're positioning over the Herald, or second Herald that is spawning, as well as the Infernal Drake that's spawning in 24. Again, it's the 3rd Drake, which means that if Mad get it, it would set them up very nicely for Soul.
So the quickness was fine there, but because Vander could just step in front of them with the Unbreakable, like, Kazi could do nothing. I feel that was a little bit over-eager from Kaiser.
I actually think that Mad Lions shouldn't have been trying to fight that anyway. Larson maybe now caught out.
Shadow burns a Flash. Flash comes out of Larson as well. But here comes the rest of Rogue, and they might look for a little bit more of a fight here. Shadow's just going to get chunked out. There's an Infernal Dragon available, and Mad may have thrown their chance to get this 3rd Dragon freely.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Why don't you just handshake with Rogue and say, you can have the Herald. You're obviously playing hard topside, and try to trade it for the Infernal.
Braum cannot protect you from a feast. Tahm Kench can, right? Tahm Kench can gobble you up and spit you away from it.
But Braum synergizes extremely well with everything else.
So, yeah.
It keeps your arms length so you can never get feasted.
I'm not saying Braum isn't a good pick. I'm just saying if we ever see that flank position from Arome, that's where it could go.
I think the issue is that because of how far ahead Hans Summer is over Carzzy, fighting front to back is really risky.
They're doing it anyway!
Oh,
Shadow trying to run in.
Okay, as I said,
this is at the point, right? Every time you try to go in, you're just like, nope.
Whoop.
Fighting
insurance brokered. Out we go.
Fighting front to back for Mad Lions is really risky because their 80 carry is not strong enough comparatively to a Aphelios right now.
get that.
What they need to do is find a flank with a Rome and make sure that it's not a front-to-back fight at this game stage.
Okay, quickness is available. Here we go. Kaiser trying to go in, but he's immediately stopped by the Glacial Fisher. The Dragon is still low. Humanoid on the back lane. It was stolen away. Inspire takes it, and now Kaiser's trying to run for the hills as Kazi locked up, stunned in place. Shadow jumps forward, but Hansama's still alive. Kazi did a lot of damage, but the rest of Mad Lions are not there to follow up. And Rogue don't even need to chase this. They just used the pillar. They stole away the Inferno. But Mad Lions, they want a little bit more of this Humanoid. Still has about a third of his mana bar available. And you can see him just trying to chip away. Teleport's coming in behind them. And now Rogue in the river are looking for a flank position here on Mad Lions. Kaiser on the front line. The barrels don't quite connect. But here comes Larson. Puts the soldiers down in the river. Trying to catch onto Mad Lions, who are dodging away as quickly as they can. Humanoid's going to go down. He has the passive. Hansama has no way of getting away from it. Boom! Hansama dies, so Humanoid and Mad get their second kill of the game.
But it's way before I think that Mad Lions can feel confident in a front-to-back fight. As I say that, they're just like throwing their face at it.
Yeah, Inspired, Charmed, popped up with the Glacial
It'll work this time, guys.
Because the thing is, the moment you go in, it's like, pillar, now you can't go out.
Just no escape for them. TP even comes in here from a Rome. Finn is looking for a flank position, but doesn't even need to join this. It could be that Rogue are looking to pull the trigger on a Baron.
Baron, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, is that deficient?
Walk that one off, Mark.
Oh, God. Swiftly moving forward.
Yeah.
Anyway, right now, Rogue is setting up control around the bot side of the map because they're playing for the third Infernal Drake. They're already miles ahead of Mad. It's going to be very difficult for Mad with their composition to be able to come back into this game. And right now, Rogue are looking to tie up Mad in the scoreline at the top of the league.
Would be both on 12 and 5. The head-to-head would be 1-1. And in case you all don't know at home, if Mad and Rogue are tied at the end of the regular season, they will play a tiebreaker game if they're tied with each other. We will have at least one tie, because this is the LEC.
We will truly have a best of 3. You've been asking for it. We decided to give it to you.
Just the teams had to comply, you know, and now the Infernal Dragon has been started up here by Rogue. Mad, Kazi takes quite a lot of a chunk. And Romy trying to step forward, trying to be that front line for his team, but he's only really got AP, about 2,000 HP on him. The Infernal Dragon down to 2,000, it's taken by Kazi, he secures it. And now they try and dive onto the backline, but the Emperor's Divide is going to do so much work. Shadow's already gone. There's 2 as Kaiser falls, and Finn is still stepping into Kazi. Flashes off towards the back, Bandit able to survive. There comes the damage, Kazi! Goodbye! Shut down, the double kill comes out from Hansama. Romy tries to flash away, but he has no place to go apart from back to the fountain. A triple for Hansama, he's looking for more. Humanoid almost goes down, just able to survive as he limps, wounded and hurt back towards his base, but Inspired's having none of that. Humanoid, it's walkies. As Inspired actually might just die here. But has he delayed it for long enough?
Yeah. It was comp difference when Mad Lions won the first time, and it'll be comp difference when Rogue win the first time, because you can use vastly different styles as long as you specialize to rise to the top of the LEC.
Right now, Mad Lions are not willing to give this game up. Larson does quite a lot of damage over to Shadow, the Baron. No vision at the moment for Mad. It actually, observers, if we could have a look just over towards that Baron pit and show us, they've got a few wards behind where Rogue would be. So they have these flank wards. They have those Arome wards, we'll call them, Frost, because that is where Arome could get in with his TP. Shadows diving forward. Hansama caught out just a little bit. Hansama really goes unstoppable. Great knock-up. The Feather Storm, that's 2. That's 3. Cogmore gets a triple. Humanoid perhaps able to turn this game around for his team, but Larson's diving forward. The Emperor's Divide doesn't quite hit his Humanoid. Uses the setups. There's the Quadra. The Cogmore is popping off in this game.
And Vedius, you wanted to know what the Cogmore was going to do? I don't think it was that.
Killing a ward, and that was what Mad used to say, could this be another situation where the game should be set and match for Rogue, and then they throw it away?
And here's the thing, again, it's about style. It's the fact that Rogue are trying to set up a play, and Mad Lions are, again, forcing, but they outplay on the individual player to kind of swing this game back for them. Now, still, big goal difference in favor of Rogue, and while all of that quadra kill didn't give them a Baron, it did give Humanoid so many more items. This Cogmo will hit like a truck.
And this is where I think the Cogmo can really be powerful. Level 17, whenever Rogue, that's so much damage.
Cannon barrage going down with Kazi. You can see Kaiser going to try and protect him. Kazi able to get off towards the back of it. Uses the heal, gets the root onto Inspired with the Blade Caller. Minions pushing in, going to take that inhibitor tower in the bottom lane. Mad might have to disengage. Okay, this is only the third dragon for Rogue. Mad do not need to fight this, but Mad have never backed down from a fight before. I'm pretty sure that when it comes almost just gets nuked. The living artillery from Humanoid takes all of his HP in a heartbeat, and now it's a 4v5 in favor of Matt. Kaiser's going to blast Cone in, looking for the damage on Finn. He lands the stun. Shadow stepping forward as well. Aroma's going to try and get in here, but Kazi is actually locked off towards the backside, and Finn is able to get himself down towards the bottom lane. Let's reset.
They don't care. They don't care if it's an unfair fight. They make it a fair fight.
I can't believe Humanoid. Wait, let's have a look at the Drake. Let's look at the Drake right now.
Give me the Drake, give me the Drake, give me the Drake. Here we go. Okay, Shadow trying to fight up towards the base. He's TPing into the base. He's looking for the winner. Shadow goes golden. The Infernal Dragon to target here for Rogue. With him in the base is Larson and Finn. Rogue are looking through. They're trying to get the back door onto Mad Lions, and Mad Lions don't have an enhanced recall. They don't have Baron. They get the Infernal. That's the soul, but is that enough? Here comes the TP. It's cancelled. It's cancelled. Rogue, for 1 second, it looked like you threw it, but what an incredible call. The inhibitor. Rogue stopped at the final hurdle by an inhibitor. Shadow goes down. Can they get back? TP coming in from Humanoid. He tries to get towards the bottom lane.
There's no way he can't stop both of them.
Can't get there in time. Rogue have done it. Rogue have done it, and they tie Mad Lions in first place.
And that is the difference between these teams. Mad Lions thought it was going to be over the Infernal Drake. They're like, buckle up. Here it comes the fight.
Finn with the PM as well.
Rogue played the map. They